Hey everyone. I wanted to talk about a VST that I bought not so long ago. I was making the move from Nuendo to Reaper for game audio, and I came across this thing called Rolling Sampler. It might have been called something else in Reaper. So I was just, as I said, looking through Reaper tutorials, and I came across this plugin. And on the off chance, I checked to see if it was available for a VST, and it was. So it's a bit of a game changer as far as I'm concerned when it comes to workflow. So here is the rolling sampler. It's like it's from birdthings.com. I'll put a link in the video later on, and it's 19 bucks, which is a complete steal if you ask me. So what does it do? Okay, well, basically it's a dead easy program to use. It basically runs in the background and records audio, and it runs in a loop, and we can adjust. As you can see it here running. Now I have no audio playing at the moment, but let's say I brought in, let's say, this element here. Whoop. And I was to play this, you'll see that we have now a recording of the sound here, and it will come in live, and I can then take this and I can drag it in to my project. Oops. And of course it's exactly the same as we'd expect, because it's just recording whatever it hears in the background. So this is set on the output, and so anything that plays in here will be recorded. And you can obviously you can drag this to your desktop, or you can drag it to your just out in the project as I've done. So why would you use something like this? Well, for me, it is an absolute time saver, because especially in Nuendo here, you know, to set up recording, yeah, I mean, I could do it, but you know, have a channel and then just hit record and live tweak. But with this is just running all the time, and whatever tweaks I do, it will record for me, so I don't have to kind of stop my workflow. I can just like get in, tweak away, and then just like pick out what I want, discard what I don't want. You know, it's super fast, simple to use, and you can basically make lots of audio with just while you're tweaking, and you know, it just doesn't interfere with my workflow. So I'm pretty pleased with that. So you can, like, it's dead simple to use. You just like put it on and it starts working. You can obviously pause it and whatever, but the settings, you can now have a duration. So the default duration is a 45-second loop. If I'm doing really intensive tweaks with a lot of audio, especially if I'm making basses or something for music, I'll put that on to 10 minutes, and you can see that it's already slowing down. And you can zoom in and you can pause, etc., and you can find what you want. But let's one of the reasons why I really like it is I can, as I said, I'll just make this a little bit smaller. Oops. And as I said, it was only a sheer fluke that I found this. So let's say I'm going to just take a few spell elements that I have. I'm just taking it from my sound miner here, and I'm just going to randomly take a few things that I made. Yeah, okay. So we could be, you know, in our session setting up our whatnot, and we layering up our sounds, and we can kind of go, okay, let's yeah, okay, we like that sound combined. So now I can take this here, and there we have the sound, the 4 elements. Done. Yeah, so that's great. I might keep that actually. I quite like the way that sounded. But then we could say, if we were trying different elements, let's say get rid of this one and that. We were just trying. Now I'm just doing, random stuff here. So, there's no rhyme or reason per se. I'm just gonna picking stuff that I have. Yeah, let's say that, and we could then, let's say we'll just reverse this for. So we can now see what we like. We can play this and extend the range a bit. So let's hear what we have now. Yeah, that sounds fine, I think, but that range is a little bit long here. And let's add now our reversed audio in and see what we have. Okay, and then we can take this and we have our reversed. We got now our 2 versions here, and I could just literally scrape all this out, come in with other stuff, and repeat the process. So we have and whatever we like, we don't we can keep, and whatever we don't, we don't just get rid of it. So yeah, I thought it would be worth checking out if you were into layering sounds, want to do stuff on the fly. I think it's a great little plug-in. You could put on, like, say, a flanger here, and you could record one with a flanger. Well, let's do that for the laugh. So I would say a phaser actually. We'll just take this one randomly, and so now we have a version with a phaser. So, that's done, and I could keep that out, and we have it here. So literally you could make a mountain of, fairly decent stuff in a short amount of time. Yeah, so I'd highly recommend it if you're into that type of workflow. And again, I keep suggesting stuff, but like, we could do this, let's say tweak this. We could kind of go through our presets. And here we go. You can see we could take that one out, and we have our new phaser version. Anyway, so before I could prattle on, but yeah, definitely check it out. And at $19, that to me is a steal. So yeah. All right. Well, thanks for checking the video out, and take care, guys.